we'll be looking at the time dimension. For this exercise, we will be using the human population. So I'm going to choose human population, and I'm going to choose this human population estimate and projection, which is a global annual national dataset. So you'll see immediately the map has been updated, and now each country is in a different shade of orange depending on the absolute total population. I can change the year by going back in time by clicking to the left. So now the map is updated and show me 2020, and I can do that again back to 2019. I can also choose a particular time period. So the 2000s. So let's go 2051. So this is a projection. It's got estimates also for future population projections. And you'll see that the map updates to follow me. The other thing I can do is to change time using this slider along the bottom. So I can play. So what's happening now is you'll see the time moving slowly along the bottom hand strip, and the map is updating as each time progresses. I can pause that, I can make it faster. Well, that's a little too fast. And I can also pick an exact date from here, so that's similar to the selector we saw before. The other thing that we can do is to take this data set and split it into two. So I'm going to split the data set into two, and on the right hand side we're going to put 2100, and on the left hand side let's put the year 2000. So now we can see that we can compare the two time periods. Left hand side 2000, right hand side 2100. So this will show us the breakdown. Okay, let me remove that split and remove one of those copies, so we just have one human population. The other thing we can do is to inspect a particular country. So let's zoom in a little bit here. So if I was to click, for example, on Kenya, it will now give me a small spark chart which will show me the evolution of over time. And we're looking here at total population. I can expand that and get a chart down the bottom, and I can do something similar for a neighboring country. So for example, I could take Uganda. So let me take Uganda. Again, we have the spark chart, and I can add it to the chart along the bottom. And finally, we'll do the same with Tanzania. So here we'll see our three lines representing those three countries, and you'll see that the estimated future projections have the population in Tanzania increasing quite more steeply than in Uganda or Kenya. Okay, let's clean that up a little bit. I'm going to remove those charts here, and so we're back left to human population. So let's go back to the catalogue, and now let's look at the human population density, but rather than a single value for the whole country, this is using a 1 kilometre grid cell. So let's see what that looks like. Okay, let's for a moment just hide the national figures. And okay, so now we see the population density. And so if you look at the scale here, we're looking at 2020, and you can see as we go towards the blues, the purples and the dark red, we have more people. So let's zoom in a little bit further here. And we can do a similar kind of trick. So let me just first of all make it a bit brighter. I can take this data set and I'm going to split it into two. So now I've got two copies of the human population density. On the left hand side, I'm going to put the year 2000, and on the right hand side, I'm going to put the year 2020. So now we can see the difference in the population density at the 1 kilometre grid cell level. So you'll see there's some quite marked difference here. Wow, that's quite amazing how much more people there are there. Okay, so let's remove that. So I'm going to remove this, and I'm going to stay just with the population density. So I didn't show you that you can actually click on the pixel itself, and we'll get the specific pixel value. This is people per kilometre squared. So we also had this national aggregate. So let's put this back up so it's a bit more visible. And we can do a slightly different split. So I'm going to split using the split on the left-hand side over here. So I've got population national on the left, and I've got population density on the right. Okay. Now, in fact, let's just change that around a little bit. I'll make this not so transparent, and I'll put this on both. Okay, so right now we have Faustat. I've just switched it to be synchronized. So what does that mean? When I click on this little marker here, it means that they will follow the bar along the bottom hand side. If I turn it off, then there's no bar that synchronizes the layers I'm currently viewing. Okay, so there's more than one layer viewed. I've got human population estimates for the year 2000, and over here we have the year 2000. This is not synchronizing. Now it's synchronized. So you'll see that if I change to a different time period, so let's say I change the time to 2008, 2005, sorry, you'll see that both the population density is moved to 2005, and also the annual time series is moved to 2005. So they're synchronized. Let me show you that one more time. So now I've switched to 2013, and so the human population density is to 2013, and so is the population. However, the population estimates here, if I was to choose a time period way into the future, so this has got a projection, whereas the population density didn't have a projection, and I choose that figure, you'll see that it won't let me, because the range that I'm constrained to is the common range between the different layers. So if I change this now to 2100, they're no longer synchronized because I've unsynchronized them, and we can see them both together. Okay, so that was a very rapid walkthrough on the concept of time in the platform, and I'll close that here.